Yo, what's going on? Wait, hold on. What is going on, Arrowhead Militia? Welcome back. That felt better. That felt way better. But yeah, welcome back, everybody. It has been... Oh, let's see. A good few weeks since I've actually sat and properly recorded a video. So do me a favor, throughout this video, do something for yourself. Minimize me, put me on a second tab, do whatever, but try to get something done that you've been postponing, because at the end of the day, legitimately all this video is going to be is me rambling. The footage that you see in the background, yes, is of DCRP, and it is the topic, but it's nothing to do with any storyline. It's nothing. It's all stuff that I, after recording this little segment of me rambling for however long this video turned out to be, it's just me by myself. There's going to be no actual RP. It's just me driving around like a lunatic, more than likely. I see you, future Aaron. But yeah, welcome back. It's been forever since I've actually sat down and recorded a video like this, where I'm going to just take a few minutes and talk to you guys about DCRP and what's actually going on with DCRP, because a lot of you guys know, if you've been following the channel for a long time, that we have changed the name to Dreamcatcher's Roleplay once again. And for you guys that are new to DCRP or my channel, whatever, we just rebranded from DCRP Reborn or Dreamcatchers Reborn to DCRP New Horizons, or again, Dreamcatchers Roleplay New Horizons. I will also take the time and say, if you are new and want to follow along with my 5M server and the roleplay, do not forget to hit subscribe, or that little subscribe button down below. Also, while you're down there, make sure that you are hitting the like button, the notification bell, all of that. And for all of you guys that have been around the channel for a long time, welcome back to roleplay. I know a lot of you guys will be noticing, well, you're not doing as much content for Dreamcatcher's Roleplay here on YouTube. Why? Well, here's your video. I am going to answer as many questions that I could think of off the top of my head that you guys possibly are going to be having over the next few months. That we are going to be, of course, doing kind of sporadic videos from DCRP. So, first of all, for you guys that do not know, I do the bulk of content creation over on Twitch. That link will always be down in the description. It is a ton of fun. I read chat all the time. We have a member of the community, Mr. Ryan or Taylor. He is our intern PD chief. He's also helping out the Blaine County Sheriff's Office as a chief there. I mean, it is super really cool. He does a lot of his roleplay in the text chat through Twitch, just simply because he doesn't have a PC. But it's kind of unique and it's really fun. But you guys, we are stepping DCRP New Horizons up to level 12. For a long time, especially after we took a 4-month break because of some financial issues and some other issues that kind of arose after so many months of trying to work on DCRP and really not having much success, we fell apart. We gave up. We took a 4-month break, and we decided that we were going to come back. We were going to hit it super hard. And recently, when it comes to the actual live stream content, of DCRP New Horizons, I feel like it is so much better. Granted, yes, recorded content, just kind of one-off scenes for this or even that, something that necessarily doesn't have a great place within live streamed content that I want to be, doing something here, there, da 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 da, something that has to be really set up, really meticulously done, will be recorded content for you guys here on YouTube. Granted, of course, then the issue is you guys are only seeing one scene that could potentially be part of a actual ongoing storyline, so you guys may end up being lost. But at the end of the day, there is come over to Twitch, because you guys get anywhere from like 2 hours all the way up to sometimes 6 hours of content right there in your face. So I want to address the elephant in the room. I know a lot of you guys might be questioning, especially if you did catch me on Twitch for even like 5 minutes, you will notice that we have lost a member of DC, and that being Jones or Moss, whatever you guys know him by from SAF and, Tor, all of those other communities I was a part of back in the day. I do address this in another video that will be coming up here onto the channel that is actually kind of a shout out to Hannah or Alan, the other owner of Dreamcatchers New Horizons. I do a great big video here that you guys will probably be seeing later this week, maybe. It's Thursday morning when I'm recording this. Maybe I might be able to get it out by Saturday. It's gonna be a lot of editing, but you guys got thrown into a live stream the other night, and I kind of explained a lot of this, but I'm going to kind of sit here and just kind of talk with you guys. It's been forever since I've got to talk, and I've really been able to clear the air about my YouTube channel, where it's going, and the new direction that it will be going into, and all of that. So, I've rambled now for 7 minutes. Let's get into the video because, well, like I said, I've rambled for damn near 8 minutes now. So, for you guys that have been around the channel and have been hanging out with me for the last few months, the last 4 months, you will notice that I have rebranded everything. I went away from doing roleplay content. I went over to Armor Reforger. I started doing that kind of stuff. I've done LA Noir, which I will still be continuing to do. I've just got so sidetracked with stuff like, because I started doing Minecraft, we started working on the server again. It was just really shitty timing when I actually started LA Noir, because right after we basically started to do other stuff, including working on DCRP New Horizons. But yeah, so I took kind of a step away from doing roleplay, just simply because, like I said, we hit into some major roadblocks when it came to DCRP, so we ended up deciding to shut down for the time being. We ended up regrouping again after 4 months, and now we are here under New Horizons, or what I'm just going to short-term call New Horizons. It's DCRP. Same storyline, same people, except for now without Jones, but myself, Liam, and Hannah. So, why the name change? Simply, we are not trying to rebirth DCRP the way that it was. The way that DCRP was is not something I was proud of. I'm not going to sit here and say I dislike the roleplay that we had. It was just bits and parts of the roleplay I was not happy with, and I never had the backbone to speak up about it. So I just kind of let it go. a lot of that has been talked with between peoples that was involved in certain aspects of what made me unhappy about um, DCRP Reborn, and we've actually nipped a lot of that issue in the butt. So at the very beginning, I looked to the three others at that time, Hannah, Liam, and Jones, and I said, hey, if we are going to do this, we are going to do this right. We are going to stop, excuse my French, but I told them we were going to stop fucking around. We were going to actually do this, and we were going to, step our shit up. And we have been back doing roleplay for about a month now, and a lot of issues have come from the server. We've gone between gravel hosting to now back to Zap hosting through TX admin and all of that. And we've been having some issues that have been kind of weird. One of those issues simply being crashing. And it's my fault. At the end of the day, I will take 1,000% blame for it, because simply I was the one that added this in. For you guys that have been around Twitch, been here on YouTube, it's something I don't even think any of you guys knew was in server, but the United States Marshals had a ghillie suit I had added to the server. Well, apparently, there was coding within that ghillie suit that caused a lot of issues between the scripting of it and vMenu, which of course is our menu base that we go through for the server, which you'll more than likely see me screwing with, of course, in the background. But as I'm switching between vehicles and whatnot. But yeah, it was something that within the last week, we've probably had nearly 300 crashes of the same crash code. Excuse me. So it was something that we almost gave up on New Horizons, because we could not, for the life of us, figure it out. And it took us basically to the very final moments of DCRP for me to finally just say, screw it, I'm going to do this one at a time when it came to our resources, and pausing them, relaunching the server, and going through the list. Well, thankfully, and this is sadly after Hannah had taken out the EP, had started tearing it apart, thinking that it was causing the issues, I finally said, you know what, screw it, I want to try one last thing before we say goodbye to basically our child that we've been working on for a good few years now. Let me see. I've got my YouTube going on my secondary monitor, but we started DCRP, say, July 30th. So we are just shy of 2 years. We have been trying to get DCRP back up and running, which realistically, if you want to say, is just kind of an off branch of Torp, or the Ohana roleplay community, which that goes all the way back to March 9th of 2020. So over 5 years ago, we have been kind of trying our own thing, but it wasn't until, like I said, 2 years ago, where myself, Hannah, and a few other people, including Jones and like I said, a few other people decided to branch off and do our own thing that we called Dreamcatcher's Roleplay. Of course, during that time, some stuff went on where I ended up being removed from the community and then got back into it. It's a whole mess, but it's something that we've kept going through and realized that, just it's not worth fighting over. So, yeah, it's been something that's been kind of a child, and we almost said goodbye to it because of one simple crash code that eluded us for over a week. And like I said, probably close or not, maybe even over 300 different times it had popped up because it crashed one of us 3 while trying to spawn male pets. Well, I got very lucky because I was that night super fed up, not wanting to deal with the server anymore because of it crashing every 2 minutes. I said, screw it, I'm going to go through all the codes. If I pause every single thing that's clothing related and it still is crashing us, adios, DCRP. Well, the very first thing I'd paused was the ghillie suit that I had added over a week ago now. Restarted the server. Sure enough, it fixed it. Went to go spawn my marshals, Ryan Gibbs, and no crash. And I said, okay, interesting. Went back into it, reactivated the ghillie suit, and went, okay, cool. If I get back into the game after restarting the server and I crash, then I know what's causing it. Sure enough, the opposite happens. I get back into server, I try to spawn my marshals, or Ryan Gibbs, with the ghillie suit. Sure enough, it doesn't do anything. It spawns me in perfectly fine. And I go, okay, well, that's weird. Because I know that's what's causing my crashes because, it's not a kind of a fluke deal that this is what caused it. So I ended up taking the ghillie suit out. We had a 2-hour patrol where no one crashed, which was, at that point, what we thought was impossible. So that happened. We all celebrated that night. We're like, hell yeah, we figured it out. And then we started doing more stuff to the server, and we've expanded the server so much. For all of you guys that like motorcycles, anything between stretched sports bikes all the way to show choppers, all the way down to just your actual like road chopper, we have that. We have like 90 bikes now in server, which is, excuse my French, once again, fucking insane. I don't know any other server that has around 90 motorcycles in the community. I don't think there is anything out there that aren't like dedicated car servers. We are a roleplay server, and we have that many bikes because I like my bikes. I know Hannah likes her bikes, but anyway, so we had actually it was like a 4-hour patrol where no crashes happened at all. Then we followed it up the day after with a 5-hour 19-minute patrol with, again, no crashes. So I can 100% tell you that what was crashing people was the ghillie suit. We fixed it. And honestly, it was not without a day sooner or a day later, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here talking about DCRP. I wouldn't be, talking to you guys about what's going to go on with my channel and all of that. So, really cool. Again, excuse me. But, yeah, so let's talk about the YouTube channel before this turns into an hour-long video, just simply because I want to get this done, because I need to go record what you guys are watching in the background. Break it forth. Well, I know. I'm sorry. Hi. Scooch over. I want to cuddle. I'm cold. AC's actually doing its job for once. I know, right? For all of you guys on Twitch, you guys will always hear me complain and bitch that my office is super hot. Well, I'm recording this at 1:30 in the morning, and it's 66 degrees Fahrenheit outside, which is fucking beautiful. But yeah, no, it's just been kind of one of those things where over the last few months that we took a break from Dreamcatcher's Roleplay, I figured out I was not happy with shit I was doing. Like, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy doing my first-person shooters. They will continue on my channel, but as they were a year or even 2 years ago, where they will be a video if I don't want to post 5M. It will, of course, be a little bit more frequently now because I am doing a pretty decent schedule where I will be uploading on what is it? Mondays and Fridays, with a just random video on Wednesday, whatever that should be. Either be War Thunder or whatever, 5M for you guys. But Mondays and Fridays are basically going to be Minecraft Ocean Block, which has been just a ton of fun. And then if we continue to do stuff and we have ideas, or if you guys throw ideas down in the comments for us to do, if we have enough, we'll upload those on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week. The issue is I don't have enough ideas for that, and there's only 2 other people that are actually in server, so we have very limited people that I can do stuff with to continue ideas flowing. So if you guys want to see content Tuesdays and Thursdays of each week, you guys are going to have to definitely help us by thinking of unique scenes that you guys would like to see from our characters. And please make sure that it's not us, slip and sliding to the underworld, or helping another character slip and slide to the underworld, because we don't want to do that. So, yeah. But yeah, so anyway, my YouTube channel, Operator Arrow. Are we going to keep the name Operator Arrow? Or are you going to go back to the Steampunk Paper Town? That question to me, and the answer is simply, we're going to stay as we are. The Operator Arrow is more than just the name. Just simply because of a lot of you guys will know. If you are new, you will not know, but you will after, this. My name is actually Aaron. A lot of you guys will know me by Bella, by Sean, by Rigby, by whatever. Shit. Some of you guys may know me as Fenrir from SAF or PGN or just whatever. But yeah, my actual name is Aaron. Nice to meet you. Or for you guys that have been around the channel and just didn't know that, well, there you go. There's your trivia. My name is Aaron. Or, as the very famous deal goes, Aaron. So, yeah, it's actually something that I don't really go by. And it's simply because of that deal. That you done messed up, Aaron. That bullshit. Funny enough, I quit going by Aaron for a long time. I went by Sean. And it was simply because during the time of the Keen and Peele bullshit that, of course, keyed the phrase of "you done messed up, Aaron" every single day at school or outside of school, wherever I was. I felt like I'd been hearing "you done messed up, Aaron," and I was going crazy. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna go by Sean. So a lot of my characters, believe it or not, are actually based upon what's going on in my life at the point in time. Rigby Benson, and we'll go through these really quick from, um, I'll pull up my CAD real fast so I have a little cheat sheet of people so I can just quick fire this instead of having to sit here and think about who do I not have, who have I said. So we'll go in order of how they became to be. So of course, Rigby Benson. You guys have followed me since SAF or San Andreas' Finest. You'll know Rigby Benson, or for you guys that have just found my channel after years, Rigby Benson, SAF or San Andreas' Finest gay firefighter. Like one of the very first public gay firefighters, if not the first. Very open and very public gay firefighter. And actually, one of the main stars of a video that Ocean and Yeka221 both posted on their serve or on their separate channels. The Marriage of the Firehouse. Or the marriage proposal, not the marriage, but the marriage proposal. Rigby Benson is quite literally based off of my gay side. For all of you guys that do not know, I am bisexual. I've kind of gone towards more gender fluid over the last few years, but I'm kind of going back to just identifying as bisexual. But regardless, Rigby Benson was quite literally based off of my gay side that liked guys super flamboyant, yada da da da. So Rigby Benson quite literally is just me. Then we had Sean Wolf, or also known nowadays as Shaw. He is my straight side, basically. Of course, he, likes to fuck around and, say some really scuffed shit to his friends, but at the same time, I'm the same way. But yeah, no, Rigby, or not Rigby, but Shaw was just kind of the guy I wanted to be at that time. Of course, in the future. Nowadays, Shaw or Sean is not at all who I want to be, which is really funny. I am still going to go into law enforcement and that kind of stuff. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, a lot of stuff that I modeled him after, of course, myself at the time, has changed over the last few years, just simply because life changed me. Between my dad fighting cancer and all of that, I've grown up a lot different than how I was expecting to grow up. So that kind of sucked. Of course, we have Bella. She is kind of an alter ego of mine. The person I wanted to be. Of course, military member, law enforcement, just an all-around badass that does not give a fuck about anyone. Of course, for you guys that hang around Discord, that does sound a lot like me. Except for the whole, active military, because, again, for you guys that are new around here, I did swear in twice. First, with the United States Marine Corps back in 2018, 2019, I think. Actually, let me go look. I'll actually be able to tell you the years that I did this. Oh god, I'm trying to find. Hold on, Give me a second. Let me find this real quick. I was a little wrong. It was 2020, I want to say around around May. I swore in with the United States Marine Corps. Of course, I ended up washing out before boot camp, just simply as my mom's health really, really declined at that time, and I got really cold feet. So I ended up washing out as I was honestly kind of prepping for a funeral, which really morbid to say, but thankfully didn't end up happening. So yeah, then you want to say a year or two later. I think it was only a year after. I'm trying to find this again. I'm pretty sure it was only a year later. I ended up swearing in with the National Guard through, of course, the Army. So, yeah, Bella is just that alter ego that actually went through with it. Of course, as you guys probably could tell, didn't actually go into the National Guard either. And that was just simply because my own health declined. And it just wasn't smart for me. As going in, I was not going to do smart things. So, did the better choice and went to my recruiter, and I'm like, hey, this ain't for me. You know, this isn't my path in life. So he was really cool about it. Washed me out, gave me my paperwork, and told me good luck with future endeavors. So pretty neat, pretty cool. So that was Bella. Then, of course, we had Kieran Benson. He is a lot like me. He is very country. He is very flat-footed when it comes to decisions. He'll make the decision very quickly and very sturdily. And if he has any issue with you, he's going to tell you. He's blatantly told the sheriff that he was a disappointment and it was probably the best damn scene ever. So, yeah, no, he's a lot like me. He doesn't like people unless they give him a reason to like him. But other than that, you know, he's going to tell people how it is. He's not going to sugarcoat shit. And if you're his family, or if he's going to treat you like family, he's going to treat you like family. His friends, his super close friends, they are his fucking family. He's a ride or die type of person. If someone needs him, he's going to do it. Which, pretty cool. Ryan Gibbs, I really can't tell you guys too much about him without potentially ruining some further development for stories. So I kind of have a cheat one with Ryan Gibbs. Sorry. And then, of course, June Fox, Bella's daughter. She is my rebellious side. She is the teenager slash 20-year-old that I wish I was. Someone that was out there just living life to the fullest. I didn't. And I still really don't do a lot of stuff to the fullest, especially living life. I finally just took my first flight ever, and it was with my mom to go to see Seattle. Absolutely beautiful. Had a wonderful time that day. And yeah, ended up having 3 flights in one day. Fucking wild. And I'd do it again. So yeah, June is legitimately just my side that I wanted to have, but I never got to, so I'm living it post in, of course, roleplay. So yeah, legitimately all of my characters are just a side of me that I am living with in game, because if I were to live them in real life, I would either die, get killed, or, well, that's the same thing, or go to jail. That would not be good for my future plans for careers. So don't plan on doing that. I know, shocker. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's just kind of my deal. So when it comes to roleplay, it's going to be coming back. I don't know where the hell this tangent went. I don't know where the hell we came from anymore. I've lost that train of thought a long time ago. We departed from that station 30 minutes ago, it feels like. And we never are going to loop back. This is a one-way ticket. I hope you guys got your floaties because we're going to the deep end. But, no, it's just, I'm here to have fun. At the end of the day, that is what I'm here for. And I hope that I inspire you guys to take a leap and take a chance to do something that you've wanted to do. Because at the end of the day, that is DCRP for me. It is a chance, and it's one hell of a struggle, but it's been fun. And at the end of the day, as long as you are having fun doing something, then you're doing it right. And DCRP has definitely been that. And that's why during these 4 months that we took off and I started doing other content, it just didn't feel right. I felt like I was missing something in my life, and that was my characters I'd brought to life and brought to your guys' attention. I left them all behind, and I didn't feel right. I felt like I had missing parts of me, and it wasn't until we got back into DCRP, or I even started getting into other communities, because I re-downloaded I re-downloaded 5M and jumped onto little card meet kind of server, and it was at that point I realized I was missing Bella. I missed seeing that character that I had spent so many hours on fine-tuning and getting it just right to be able to call it my own character, not just a pre-made face that the game gives you. And so, yeah, no, we got back into DCRP, and I've just felt right. I have felt right with the Operator Arrow YouTube name. I felt right going under that, even though, yes, we're not playing, your first-person shooter games, but at the end of the day, I'm still an operator. I'm still with the United States Marshals. I am still playing actual military members by way of Shaw, by way of Ryan, by way of Bella. Like, I play so many operators that I don't feel bad going by Operator Arrow or just simply Arrow. At the end of the day, it just feels right to me. One, because Arrow, if you really think about it, it's really not that close, but it starts with A. My name starts with A. If you really butcher my name Aaron up, you can get Arrow, but you really have to be either really drunk or really, really, really concussed. If you're that concussed, you really need to get to the hospital. But, I'm not a professional medical person. I think I may have a concussion, or I'm just really drunk. What was I saying? Oh, right, yeah, if you really fuck up my name, Aaron, that much that you get to Arrow, then, yeah, just stop drinking. Please. You may have alcohol poisoning already. But, oh, fuck's sake. Hey, no, I said put it down. Not continue to... Someone call him an ambulance. Or him? Might be a her. I don't know. I can't see you guys. Call them an ambulance. It's June. I need to be inclusive. That's a whole different video. Don't come after me. I'm being inclusive. Regardless, you guys, I'm gonna continue to be who the fuck I am. At the end of the day, I am here to do two things: breathe air and have a heartbeat. Actually, I'll add another one and bring somewhat entertaining content. Oh, and fourth, somewhat lackluster commentary. Did you expect a fifth one? You're not going to get a fifth one. I don't have an idea for a fifth one. So, if you were expecting a fifth one, or even a sixth one, fill in the blanks yourself, please. And let me know down in the description. Or the description? Yeah, hack into my... I shouldn't say that. You guys will take that as a fucking challenge, as I've been hacked 5 fucking different times within just the last 2 months. I am tired of it. Just leave it in the comments. Don't try to leave it in the description. I may have concussion. Oh, strawberry. Okay, I'm not gonna start fucking referencing TikToks, I promise. Maybe. Oh no, we're 40 minutes in. It's about time I referenced one, I guess. But anyway, guys, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to continue to push the content that I want to push. And right now, it feels really good being back in 5M. It feels really good being back with my group of friends doing bullshit. Just for the possibility that we make one of you guys do a little oh, fucking idiot. Because it's that laughter that we really kind of focus in on, not you calling us an idiot. That is kind of hurtful. But at the end of the day, I mean, we are kind of fucking idiots. We spend hours on a game for really no reason besides to talk to ourselves or talk to each other because we're, not going outside and touching grass and communicating with other real life human beings in person. Wow, I really called myself out. All right, we're going to not do that anymore because that made me feel super self-conscious. I talked to my parents within the last 24 hours, I promise. I actually have. I got to go see my dog for the first time in like a week. That's also kind of really sad. We're going to just ignore all of this last segment. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up with one last thing. For all of you guys that are here at the end of this, thank you so very fucking much. It means the absolute world to me that you're, doing something. And while doing that something, hopefully, you listen to me ramble. And I knew it was going to be a ramble session, so like I said, I hope you got something productive done throughout this whole 45 minutes or whatever it's going to turn into being. Because yeah, I got something productive, and that was being able to kind of clear the air with you guys, sit down and talk with you. But this is not what I was wanting to end this on. What I do want to end this on is, if I can stay who the fuck I am throughout the troubles of YouTube and Twitch and people telling me who I should be, and yet I am still here being the dumbass motherfucker that does stupid ass content on YouTube for a small ass audience. If I can still be who the hell I am at the end of the day and sleep happy, you can too. So do me a favor. Continue to push forward on whatever the fuck you were doing today while listening to that. Either it being you cleaning your room, doing the dishes, or even just simply sitting here and breathing. Continue to do that. continue to push forward and make a difference in your life, because the difference you can make today will make a difference tomorrow. It may sound really fucking stupid, but it's not. Because at the end of the day, you are continuing to be who you are and not who someone else wants you to be. With that being said, you guys, I love you. But most importantly, love yourself and love others. I'll see y'all next time. Take care, militia. Ciao.